Thank you. Good morning. I'm Linda Forte, Chair of the Michigan Gaming Control Board, and I'm joined by Board Member Palms and Board Member Lambert Bounds. Board Member Thrower Davis will not be present at today's meeting. We have a quorum to proceed with today's meeting to decide various matters listed on the agenda, and there will be an opportunity for public comment later in the agenda after the business portion is completed. Anyone wishing to address the board must fill out a request form, which is available at the reception table outside of the hearing room entrance. First item we'd like to consider is approval of the minutes of the board's regular public meeting held on August 13th, 2024. Board members have been provided with a copy of the prepared minutes of the board's last public meeting held August 13th, 2024 for review prior to today's meeting. Do members have any questions, any corrections, additions, or deletions to the prepared minutes? Board Member Lambert Bounds, could we please have a motion to adopt the prepared minutes?
So moved.
Is there support?
Support.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? The motion has been approved. And we'll now move on to the Executive Director's report.
Thank you. Good morning, Madam Chair. Good morning, board members. The board has received a written version of my report for review, so I will summarize my report for you this morning. In the board package provided to you for this meeting, there's a revenue packet. In addition, a press release containing a detailed revenue report will be released at the conclusion of this meeting. Since the board's last regular public meeting, the following notable board-related activities and events have occurred. Staffing. The Michigan Gaming Control Board has hired 4 new employees. There has been 2 resignations. The Gaming Control Board currently has 188 employees and 13 vacant positions. Are the 4 new employees present today? Or any new employees present? Stand up, please. Thank you. Welcome. Thank you. Ongoing efforts to fill the board's 13 vacant positions will continue until all the positions are filled. And currently all our audit positions are filled. There's a process we went through to fill. We had a number of vacant auditor positions, but I can report today that all are filled. So great job to the staff for getting those positions filled. A roster of the board's current staff, including the state police and attorney general staff assigned to assist the board in carrying out the statutory duties and responsibilities under the Michigan Gaming Control and Revenue Act as amended 1997, is included in your packet for your reference as attachment 1. Budget. As of August 31st, 2024, total MGCB expenditures were $31,522,782. This leaves an unexpended balance of $13,581,320 in appropriated funding for fiscal year 2024. It includes funds for anticipated reimbursement to the Attorney General and State Police for requested assistance pursuant to the Act. All 3 licensed Detroit casinos continue to operate on a 24-hour, 7-day-per-week basis since the board's last public meeting. Board regulation officers, assisted by the state police gaming section officers, monitor the casino's operations for compliance with the requirements of the Act, the board's administrative rules, and the casino's own internal control systems. Occupational licensing. Since the board's August 13th, 2024 meeting, the employee licensing section completed the required background investigations of 66 pending level 1 and level 2 occupational license applications, 14 level 3 license applications, and 168 license renewal requests. I have already approved the 168 renewal requests and the 14 level 3 applications as recommended by the employee licensing section staff. The remaining recommendations regarding the 66 pending level 1 and level 2 occupational license applicants will be considered by the board as part of the business agenda for today's meeting. A list of the recommendations to be considered by the board at today's meeting was previously sent to you. This associated persons list. On October 16, 2020, Governor Whitmer signed Public Act 225 of 2020. Currently, we have 4,185 individuals on the DPO list. As of August 31st, 2024, the board has received 1,511 applications seeking removal from the disassociated persons list. Board staff has approved 1,404 requests. 111 applicants have requested placement back on the DPL list, and 92 applications were denied, and the remaining 15 applications are currently under review. Waiver of criminal convictions. Since the August 13, 2024 public meeting, no waivers have been issued. Minor citations. Since the August 13, 2024 public meeting, no minors and the casino citations have been issued. Michigan State Police. In the report you have in front of you, there's a section on the activities of the state police, as well as their number of open positions. Since the information includes confidential investigations of persons and crimes at the casinos, I'm not going to address in a public forum, but please review at your convenience. Notables. I'm going to ask the responsible gaming section members to join me here at the podium. Madeline Johnston, Brianna Taylor, Stina Lyles, Sarah Rye, who are led by their responsible gaming section manager, Sandra Johnson, under the leadership of Deputy Director of Casino Operations, Carla Schulte. Good morning. Board members, the Don't Regret the Bet Responsible Gaming campaign launched in March 2023. The campaign aims to help Michigan citizens keep gambling fun, provide preventive tools for them to use when participating in gambling, attempt to prevent gambling problems before they start, and reduce the number of people in Michigan who develop a serious gambling addiction. The Don't Regret the Bet campaign has received national and international acclaim, earning honors for showcasing excellence in design and creative storytelling. As of September 2024, the Don't Regret the Bet campaign has received the following recognitions and honors: PR News Digital Awards First Place, Facebook Platinum Presence, AVA Digital Platinum Award, Digital Marketing Campaign, AVA Digital Platinum Award, Creativity and Website Design, .com Platinum Award, Website Elements, Microsites, .com Platinum Award, Digital Marketing Campaign, Markham Platinum Award, Integrated Marketing, VD Platinum Award, Integrated Marketing, Shorty Awards Finalist, Social Good Campaign. And ultimately, today I want to share with the board that the team has earned a Michigan Chapter Emmy Award. Wow. Emmy Award for the National Academy of Television and Arts in Graphics and Motion Design. So this team has won this award. We started down this path a number of years ago. I was told that the funding for such a campaign would not happen. This team has taken the vision to remarkable heights. I just wanted to congratulate them for their hard work and dedication to the citizens of the state of Michigan. In honoring their work, we will be hosting a Grammy celebration on September 25th, red carpet and all. So I just want to say thank you to this team for all your hard work.
Thank you.
Emmy. Did I say Grammy? Yeah. Emmy. I told him I want an EGOT, so I'm just ahead of the game. But congratulations to the team. In closing, I would like to remind everyone that gambling in any form is for entertainment purposes only. If you or a loved one have a gambling problem, please call the state's 24-hour toll-free helpline at 1-800-GAMBLER. for assistance with treatment only. You also may visit our website at let me get there. Should know that, www.michigan.gov/MGCB for information on self-exclusion programs, including the disassociated persons list and the Internet Gaming and Sports Betting Responsible Gaming database, or call the MGCB's Responsible Gaming section at 1-888-223-3044. In addition, you may visit www.don'tregretthebet.org for more responsible gaming tips. Thank you, Madam Chair. That concludes my report.
Thank you, Mr. Williams. Excellent report. Let me just say again, congratulations to the Responsible Gaming team. What an outstanding campaign that I know you have done it with the whole notion of sustainably supporting responsible gaming. So congratulations, outstanding.
Yeah,
Thank you again. Welcome new team members to MGCB. Okay, we'll move on to our business. On that happy note, we'll move on. The first item of business is to consider the Executive Directors and Casino Operations Division's recommendations regarding Level 1 and Level 2 occupational license applications. The board's employee licensing staff has completed the background investigations of 66 Level 1 and Level 2 occupational license applicants since the board's last regular public meeting. All board members have been provided a copy of Exhibit 1, which summarizes the staff's recommendations to grant applications for the reasons specified in the related background investigation reports. Are there any questions? Board Member Palms, could we please have a motion to approve the occupational license applications?
So moved.
Is there support for the motion?
Support.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion has passed and orders will be issued accordingly. The next item is consideration of the Executive Director's reports and Licensing and Investigations Division's recommendations regarding the pending supplier license request of Chef Source Inc., DBA Chef Source, and Entain Marketing UK Limited. Each board member has been provided with copies of the reports for review prior to today's meeting, and each applicant was given notice that the board would consider its supplier license request as of today's meeting. Board staff is present to answer any questions board members may have regarding the request. Are there any questions? Hearing none, Board Member Lambert Bounds, may we please have a motion to approve the supplier license applications as recommended?
So moved.
Is there support?
Support.
It's been moved and properly supported. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion has passed and orders will be issued accordingly. The next item is consideration of the Executive Director's reports and Licensing and Investigations Division's recommendations regarding the pending supplier license renewal request and new key person of Aristocrat Technologies, Inc., MRP Supply, Inc., Novamatic Americas Sales, LLC, with new key person Stefan Leopold Kren, SMS Staffing Solutions, Inc., Thomas Syrian Son, Inc. Each board member has been provided with copies of the reports for review prior to today's meeting, and each applicant was given notice that the board would consider its supplier license renewal request at today's meeting. Board staff is present to answer any questions board members may have regarding the request. Are there any questions? Hearing none, Board Member Palms, may we please have a motion to approve the supplier license renewals and new key person as recommended?
So moved.
Is there support?
Support.
Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion has passed and orders will be issued accordingly. The next item is consideration of the Executive Director's reports and Licensing and Investigations Division's recommendations regarding the pending request for approval of new key persons of supplier licensee Perry Play USA with new key persons Aristocrat Technology Gaming Systems Pty Limited, Aristocrat Leisure Limited, Tracy Lee Elkerton, Craig Torrance Toner, Trevor John Croker, Sally Ann Denby, Neil Gregory Chatfield, Arlene Mae Tansey, Kathleen Marie Conlon, Sylvia Roussier Summers Cooter, Patrick Joseph Ramsey, Philip Gerald Etienne, and Billy George Lance Jr. WSI US LLC DBA WinBet with new key person Paul Albert Liu. Each board member has been provided with copies of the reports for review prior to today's meeting, and each applicant was given notice that the board would consider its request at today's meeting. Board staff is present to answer any questions board members may have regarding the request. Are there any questions? Board Member Lambert Bounds, may we please have a motion to approve the applications for new key persons as recommended?
So moved.
Is there support?
Support.
Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion has passed and orders will be issued accordingly. The next item is consideration of the Executive Director's report and Licensing Investigations Division's recommendation regarding the pending request for exemption of institutional investors of supplier licensee. Crown MI Gaming, LLC, DBA DraftKings, with new institutional investor BlackRock, Inc., DBA BlackRock. Golden Nugget Online Gaming, LLC, with new institutional investor BlackRock, Inc., DBA BlackRock. PT Services Delaware, LLC, with new institutional investor, the Vanguard Group, Inc. SB Tech Malta Limited, DBA SB Tech, with new institutional investor BlackRock, Inc., DBA BlackRock. Sports Information Services Limited, DBA Canby, with new institutional investor for Sakring Sakti Bolaket, Avanza Pension, DBA Avanza Pension. Each board member has been provided with copies of the reports for review prior to today's meeting, and each applicant was given the notice that the board would consider its request at today's meeting. And board staff is present to answer any questions board members may have regarding the request. Are there any questions? Hearing none, Board Member Palms, may we please have a motion to approve the exemption of institutional investors as recommended?
So moved.
Is there support for the motion?
Support.
Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion has passed and orders will be issued accordingly. The next item is consideration of the Executive Director's reports and Licensing and Investigations Division's recommendations regarding the transfer of interest for Perry Play USA Limited. Each board member has been provided with copies of the report for review prior to today's meeting, and the applicant was given notice that the board would consider its request at today's meeting. Board staff is present to answer any questions that board members may have regarding the request. Are there any questions? Board Member Lambert Bounds, may we please have a motion to approve the transfer of interest as recommended?
So moved.
Thank you. Is there support for the motion?
Support.
Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? That motion has passed and orders will be issued accordingly. The next item is consideration of the Executive Director's reports and Licensing and Investigations Division's recommendations regarding the pending fantasy contest operator license application of CRD Holdings LLC DBA Win It All WIA. Each board member has been provided a copy of the report for review prior to today's meeting, and the applicant was given notice that the board would consider its application at today's meeting. Board staff is present to answer any questions board members may have regarding the application. Are there any questions? Board Member Palms, may we please have a motion to approve the fantasy contest operator license application as recommended?
So moved.
Thank you. Is there support for the motion?
Support.
Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion has passed, and orders will be issued accordingly. The next item is consideration of the proposal for decision regarding occupational licensee Gregory Austin. Each member has been provided with a copy of the agency record for review prior to today's meeting, and the licensee was given notice that the board would consider the agency record regarding the proposal for decision at today's meeting. Assistant Attorney General Kelly McGuire will briefly summarize the facts involved. Thank you.
Involved a licensee's level 2 occupational license. The license was summarily suspended on June 27th of this year for failure to cooperate with board staff during the license renewal investigation, making a false statement on the renewal application, and for failing to maintain suitability for continued licensure. These issues surrounded unfiled tax returns for 2022. A hearing took place on July 10th. The licensee did appear for the hearing unrepresented by counsel. The administrative law judge issued a proposal for decision on July 17th, recommending that the summary suspension be continued, that the license be revoked, and that the renewal application be denied. After the hearing, the licensee provided the information that was initially requested by board staff. Because of this, on July 16th, the executive director issued an order that rescinded the summary suspension. So because these issues were resolved, today we are just requesting that you enter a final decision and order that adopts the findings of fact and conclusions of law in the proposal for decision and affirms the rescission of the summary suspension.
Thank you for the summary. Is Mr. Austin or his representative present on the call and wishing to address the board? If so, please come forward and identify yourself for the record. Just like the record to note that neither the licensee or a representative is present. Are there any questions from board members? Board Member Lambert-Bounds, may we please have a motion to accept the finding of facts and conclusions of law contained in the proposal for decision and affirm the summary suspension?
So moved.
Is there support for the motion?
Support.
Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion has passed and an order will be issued accordingly. Is there any other business to come before the board? Hearing none, at this time we'll move into public comment. We're now at the point in the board's meeting when members of the public may come forward and offer comments regarding the business of the board. I'd like to ask Anne Marie Coble if we've received any requests.
There are no requests, Madam Chair.
Thank you. I'd like for the record to reflect there are no requests for public comment. The board's next scheduled public meeting will be Tuesday, October 15th, Tuesday, October 15th, 2024 at 9:30 a.m. Next, we will consider a motion to go into closed session pursuant to Section 8H of the Open Meetings Act to receive notification of persons placed on the disassociated persons list since the board's last closed session. Since the board's October 13, 2024 public meeting, several applications have been received from individuals requesting to be placed on the board's disassociated persons list as part of their treatment for compulsive gambling problems under Section 25 of the Michigan Gaming Control and Revenue Act. The Act and Board Resolution Number 2001-06 require the board to be provided with confidential notification of the names of all individuals placed on the disassociated persons list since the board's last closed session. Board Member Palms, may we have a motion to go into closed session?
So moved.
Thank you. Is there support for the motion?
Support.
Any discussion? Hearing none, may we have a roll call vote?
On the motion to go into closed session, following this portion of today's public meeting, all those in favor say aye. Opposed, nay. Chair Member Forte,
Aye.
Board Member Palms,
Aye.
Board Member Lambert Bounds.
Aye.
Thank you. That motion has passed, and we will now go into closed session. Okay, I'd like to resume the open meeting. And our next item of business is to entertain a motion to approve the minutes of the board's August 13th, 2024 closed session. Board members have been provided with a copy of prepared minutes of the board's last closed session, which was held August 13th, 2024, for review prior to today's meeting. Do board members have any corrections, additions, deletions to the prepared minutes? Board Member Lambert Bounds, may we have a motion to adopt the prepared minutes?
So moved.
Support.
It's been moved and supported. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion has passed. And now we'll entertain a motion to adjourn. Board Member Palms, may we have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Support.
It's been moved and supported. Any discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? That motion has been approved. We are adjourned.